Hi and welcome. Today's topic is how to find happiness and contentment in the now, and how the secret is within yourself. Now, today's message is strongly related to attachments, and usually your attachments may want you to throw your energy on the other things, okay? But what I'm seeing in myself is the more that I'm letting go of the attachment, the more that I'm letting go of the program, it's more likely that I find happiness in the present moment. It's more likely that I find happiness within myself, okay? So today's message is about reminding you guys that you are enough, you are perfect, and you are exactly where you need to be. So if you really want to find happiness within yourself, it all starts with accepting yourself. I believe that when you accept yourself is the moment that you will really begin being in a better state of consciousness. It's the moment that you actually become beautiful, okay? So it's all about self-acceptance. I see that so many of us, we are programmed to constantly throw our energy on the other things. But when we are finding contentment with our inner world, it's more likely that we become magnetic. And when you are becoming magnetic, it's more likely that you will begin to have a different energy. Okay, you will have the energy where you no longer chase, but more likely you attract, okay? So from my perspective, it's so important to have a good relationship with your inner world, okay? To play your own game, to be authentic, okay? Because if you are constantly being attached to the outer things, if you are constantly chasing for money, if you are constantly chasing for fame or success, I'm not saying that these things are actually negative, but what I'm saying is that they may create suffering. So the thing is that when you find peace with your inner world, it's more likely that you will have the energy to express something authentic into the world, and that is such a beautiful thing, okay? So the secret is in the present moment, the secret is with acceptance, the secret is within yourself, okay? So my suggestion is try as much as possible to question what your attachment is. Okay, question what your attachment is. You may be attached to another person, you may be attached to money, you may be attached to your identity, your ego, success, okay? And what I'm saying is the fact that these things are creating suffering, okay? So Buddha said that attachment creates suffering. And it is true. The more that you create an energy bond with something, you may create something negative there. But when you are taking responsibility for your inner world, and when you are becoming in alignment with who you really are, it's more likely that you will be in a happier state of consciousness, okay? And don't get me wrong, you don't have to chase happiness, okay? You don't have to chase happiness. It's more likely about learning to also master the negative feeling. Okay, accepting the negative feeling, because when you are becoming in a neutral state of consciousness, there is a higher chance for you to become more at peace with life, okay? Because when you are constantly only chasing the positive feeling, you're actually blocking your negative feelings within your emotional field, okay? So it's all about learning to balance the duality, okay? Balance the polarity, being in alignment with who you really are. Now, my suggestion is go within yourself, guys, okay? Go within yourself and chill your mind, okay? Because the mind is a really powerful instrument, but when it only directs you in a negative way, it can be a dangerous master. And someone said that the only suffering happens in the mind, okay? So when you are stepping in that meditative state, and when you are letting go, and when you are loving yourself, it's more likely that you are actually slowing down the mind, okay? And we are programmed to constantly use our mind. We are programmed to live in the mind. But my suggestion is get to live in the body, okay? Get to live in the conscious state. Get to live into who you really are. And that will actually be a different state of consciousness. That will be a more powerful state of consciousness, okay? So today's message is about questioning what your attachment is, because that is the only thing that is creating suffering, okay? My suggestion is go within yourself and find the secret within yourself. And when you are at peace with yourself, it's more likely that you will get to express your heart in a different way. It's more likely that you will get to be a new person. It's more likely that you will step into a different evolution, okay? And don't get me wrong, when I'm saying that the secret is within yourself, it doesn't mean that you don't have to go for your dreams, or it doesn't mean that you don't need to have a vision. It's more likely about doing what you love from a detached state of consciousness. Okay, so let go of the attachment. But when you want to let go of the attachment, you must first question, you must acknowledge it. Okay, you must question what the attachment is. Okay, so when you acknowledge, the second step is acceptance, then integration. Okay, so it's about integrating and accepting your complete version. Okay, it's about really learning to deal with your feelings, learning to deal with what you feel, learning to deal with your self-expression, questioning who you really are. Okay, because we are so far more than we are taught to be. Okay, we're not just a human being, we're actually a multidimensional spiritual being having a human experience. Okay, we're more powerful than we think we are. Okay, so what I'm seeing in my own journey is the fact that the more that I'm recognizing my spiritual nature, and the more that I'm opening my heart to myself, is the more that I'm stepping into my spiritual evolution, is the more that I'm beginning to love myself unconditionally. And self-love is so important. And self-love doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. Self-love means that you have to accept yourself unconditionally. Okay, but what I'm seeing is the fact that so many of us, we are running away from the pain, me included sometimes, and we are stepping into attachments, we are stepping into addictions, we are stepping into constantly starving and chasing for more. But you know, less may be more sometimes, you know. So when you are living the simple life, when you are just being yourself in the process, and when you are doing what you love, it's more likely that you realize that less is actually more. Okay, so it's all about simplicity. It's all about you being yourself. It's all about you recognizing and reclaiming back your power. Okay, guys, so yeah, today's message is about looking within yourself. Go within or you go without. Be still and know that you are the universe. But you know, the mind is constantly wandering, either in the future or the past. But the only moment that exists is the now. Okay, even the future and the past are actually happening in the ever eternal now. So if your consciousness is not in the now, you will actually be in suffering. So my suggestion is step into that meditation, because each moment is a meditation, guys. Okay, each moment gives you the opportunity to really start afresh. Each moment gives you the opportunity to heal yourself. So my suggestion is get to appreciate the present moment, get to step into your creative power, get to reclaim your spiritual nature and your spiritual strengths. Okay, so yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching, and today was a reminder that the secret is within yourself. Remember, you are a powerful spiritual being, and when you are reclaiming and when you are recognizing your power, you realize that you are unstoppable. But it all starts with self-love. I see that so many of us, we have forgotten to love ourselves. We have forgotten to be authentic. We have forgotten to express our feelings into the world. Okay, so in essence, it's all happening in relationship with your inner world. If you don't have a good relationship with what is happening within yourself, you won't have a good relationship with life. You won't have a good relationship with what is happening outside of yourself. Okay, so it's all about mastering and embracing and loving and integrating your inner world. Okay, it's the relationship that you have with yourself is the most important relationship that you could ever have. Okay, so step into your inner world, do what you love. Okay, give yourself the freedom, time and space necessary. Love yourself. Maybe be easier on yourself, because I see that so many of us, we are so hard on ourselves, and we are constantly starving and chasing for that fame, that success. But from our perspective, it's about authenticity. It's about not selling your soul to the matrix. Okay, it's about you reclaiming and accepting your inner world, your spiritual power. So this is today's message about the fact that the happiness is found within yourself. Okay, each moment gives you the opportunity to be in your complete state of consciousness. Go within or you go without. Okay, guys, so thanks so much for watching this video, and if you're new to the YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and if this video inspired you, don't forget to share it with with the world. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. Namaste to you all, and have a blessed day. I love you so much. Much peace and see ya.